mind. I can't solve differential equations or calculate the force of a bullet train, but I know how to calculate the velocity of my own voice, and this is my choice. This is what I do when I'm forced to swallow my soul. It swells in my belly until it bursts into poems. When I can't stomach it any longer, I'll spit it out on stage, because God knows I spent too long staying quiet. For me, healing takes the form of art and poetry. So this right here is my therapy, and fucking I don't know how to write pretty, so just follow along because you are standing on sacred ground. This is my church of self-expression. You never want to listen because Sunday school is now in session, but here you won't learn about heaven or hell, and I don't sell an afterlife because I'm more focused on this one. There are people out there that treat life like it were a shopping mall. They can just wander aimlessly through and they don't end up actually getting what they came in looking for. And it's those people who will tell you what you can and can't do. But since I'm not that smart, I can't give you anything worthwhile, but feel free to keep whatever sticks when I leave you with this. Don't take yourself for granted. Do not underestimate your power to change the world. You are a butterfly effect. Your wings flutter, leaving ripples of tsunamis on shorelines. You are uncontained chaos theory, swaying the tides of your own destiny in the ocean of history. Even though you're only human, you have exactly the potential of one, times every life you touch, plus each one they do too, multiplied by the arcs that make up the symbol of infinity. Since I was never that good at math, you're just gonna have to figure it out for yourself. Besides, I'm busy with my therapy. I've heard people whisper there might be something wrong with me. I still smile whenever someone says, don't try to take on the world. After all, you're only human. Okay, so this one is for Steve. Where is Steve?
I'm here.
Okay, there's Steve. So I haven't been here to see Steve read one of his passages from his books from a long time. So this one goes out to you. This is about the kind of stories we tell to each other. It's called Connecting Dots. From coffee shops to street corners, auditoriums to art shows, I have traveled from out the rain in Seattle to face you here, now. My tales are not new. My literary life story of ordinary is filled with hope, regret, heartache, and so many other things that you've probably heard already and maybe tired of listening to, but I came here anyways, ready with nothing but words for my odd and inexplicable need to find open minds like fields where I can plant seeds or magic beans to grow stalks big enough to bridge the earth and the sky, the place of our birth and where we'll die, the distance between you and me. That interstitial reality we both yearn to sing like our spirits want to grow wings and ascend. If someone were to give us the keys, because we're prisoners in our own skin, trapped behind these jail bars of bone, waiting for inspiration to set us free and see why in the world we're here, to let go of our fears and remember how to run and scream and split open the seams of our ribcage prisons to give our souls enough room to speak, enough room to breathe, enough room to stretch out these wings that were bound to the ground by the gravity of getting older. That became so heavy, we got tired and started to fall asleep, but in our slumber, we remembered, we still dream. We still listen to each other's stories time and time again, even if we've heard them, because we are all poets. We are searching for that something beautiful in our lives, learning what moves and makes us search for ourselves to see how to mold that road to our destiny. And even if we forgot it after we woke, like so many winters spent waiting for snow, we all had the eyes of children once. We were growing pinpoints on the map of the world as though we were the inverse stars lighting up the night sky, but I know the moon. We're pretty good friends. He calls me Loch Ness and I call him an oversized asteroid. He stays up to be late at night as we trade turns talking, but he doesn't open up much, so he doesn't tell me about his dark side and I don't tell him about mine, but if you listen close enough, he starts to whisper the secrets of starlight. And these days, I rarely sleep, but even though my body forgot how to rest, I still dream too much. Because nothing's giving me reason to wake, and sometimes I find myself dreaming by accident. I'll look at the world in bright colors like we were all artists, drawing with our tongues, connect the dots between points and people, because regardless of what you've heard before, we are not a rich tapestry, we are chaos. We are colors thrown at mural walls, completely random, like an artwork and an abstraction. Somehow, it all fits when we're painting the spaces with our stories and letting the echoes of our laughter splash on the canvas. canvas of each other's histories.